Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
Hey folks, welcome into GAW Dark, right back here in Atlanta, Georgia, the former home of the WCW power plant. And we got a couple powerful individuals to start things off. It is Island Nation. If you watched the last episode of Storm Chaser this past Monday, you will have seen Yamamoto Kobayashi going up against Midnight for the Raw title. He pushed Midnight about as hard as anyone that I've seen since Midnight won that title back in March. But unfortunately, like the 8 previous men before him, he fell just short of winning that championship. So Midnight continues. Island Nation return to the ring as a team. And they've got themselves an interesting challenge here as Overload has found himself a partner to try to make a foray into the tag division. Overload coming in here with an 0-11 singles record, and I bring that up only for reference. I don't want to cast aspersions on Overload's ability at all. That's certainly not what I'm doing. The singles record hasn't been fantastic for Overload, but I guess he's gone out and found himself a partner for this one to try to take on Island Nation.
How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when...
Somehow this pairing, Stepford Drummond and Overload, seems to make sense to me. I don't know if that's the same for you, but I don't know, something about this just sort of makes sense. Stepford, Drummond, and Overload. Drummond was teaming, of course, with Scott Danielson. Those two had combined for a 1-4 tag team record. But Danielson, we've been told, is moving away to focus on his singles competition. Now, we've seen what he has been able to do. I mean, he fought Lancelot. We saw what he did in the tag team sense, where he was, in a lot of ways, really the most dangerous part of his team with Stepford Drummond. So I guess that's where Scott Danielson really sees himself going forward. Danielson has a 4-10 singles record. He's looking to improve that. So Stepford Drummond has gone and gotten himself a new partner. Let's see what Overload's able to do against Island Nation. Nice back elbow from Yamamoto Kobayashi. The man who could have been the Raw champion. He came close. He came really close in that match with Midnight, and it's part of the reason why Island Nation now, as we know, one of the teams that was mentioned by name by Jason Parker as potential challengers for the Titans to win the tag team titles. Island Nation has burst onto the scene and a snap power slam on a 350-pounder. Yamamoto Kobayashi, and now graveyard shift from Kobayashi. 1 minute in. Island Nation coming in with a 3-2 record as a tag team. Both their members in singles competition yet to pick up a win, but it's been tough for them. As a tag team, they've certainly been a little more effective, as Kobayashi thought he could use the strength to get Overload up. That wasn't going to happen. Instead, he'll go into the corner, tag in. Here comes Eddie Tonga. Tonga's got him, and oh, good Lord, Tonga with a drop kick. Overload on the wrong end of Eddie Tonga and Yamamoto Kobayashi. And now Tonga off the ropes with a big lariat. You just cannot stop the pace of Eddie Tonga and Yamamoto Kobayashi. overload. Can do his best there with a massive shoulder tackle into the cover and an easy kick out. Island Nation has turned a lot of heads since they started, and oh, look at this, Eddie Tonga, look at the strength to get overload up. Tonga, Island Blood, my goodness, with a 350-pounder, Kobayashi with a sling blade, and Island Nation absolutely destroy Drummond and Overload. My God. The strength, by the way, of Eddie Tonga to hit the Island Blood on Overload at 350 pounds. What an incredible display of strength from Tonga, and for Island Nation, what a win. Another one in the win column for a team that has designs on winning the tag team titles here very soon. And I think there's a lot of teams that will not want to see these guys. Jessamyn Duke continues her road back from injury. We most recently saw her on Friday Night Storm, I believe, if my memory serves. Duke, again, you know, trying to return from an injury like the one she sustained, it's tough. It's a difficult road back for her, for sure. We saw her go up against Ember Moon last Friday, and she did perform. She's performed well. We know what she's capable of. So I think for her, it's all a matter of getting reps. It's all a matter of getting comfortable again. Well, that's not going to get any easier against Charlotte Flair. Flair's been all over the world since leaving the WWE, and GAW seems to be the one place that she cannot conquer. She's come close. She's challenged for the world title. She's challenged for the US title. But she just cannot seem to get close. Dark is the place where you can create your own momentum, where you can begin your run forward. I mean, we're going to see Max Ultimate in the main event coming up later tonight. He started his journey as a GAW wrestler right here on Dark in Atlanta, so certainly every opportunity is a good one for Charlotte Flair, but Jessamyn Duke's a dangerous one to step in there with. Flair gonna come out, looking for an elbow. Jessamyn Duke immediately with the takedown. Duke coming from that MMA background, and now Duke going into some ground and pound on Flair. Flair obviously a very traditional professional wrestler. That's the background she comes from. And it's always interesting to me when you see these two styles come up against each other, because they are so different. And now Flair looking for a neck breaker through the ropes. Got her. They are so different, and depending on who it is fighting, you can never be sure exactly who's going to have the advantage. Certain MMA styles really do have the advantage over traditional pro wrestling. We'll see if Duke is one of them. Charlotte Flair coming in here with a 5-6 record. Jessamyn Duke at 2-6. So these are two women below. Jessamyn Duke with a huge right hand. These are two women below 500. Charlotte Flair can get there with a big win here. Jessamyn Duke, as I said, just continuing to try to work herself back from injury. It's a tough road ahead. She knows that as well as anyone. Duke got her with a big right forearm, and now Jessamyn Duke off the ropes. Oh, jeez. PK to Charlotte Flair. Boot right to the forehead, and Charlotte Flair could not kick out. Jessamyn Duke with the PK. I don't know if I've seen her use that one before, but Jessamyn Duke, that surely has to be considered an upset here on Dark. That's a modified PK as well. Instead of going with the top of the foot, she went with the bottom of the boot right into the forehead. I gotta say, it's effective. Jessamyn Duke walking out of here a winner, and it's a big win for her against someone with the championship pedigree of Charlotte Flair. You know, in GAW, we have a lot of crossover between tag and singles wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers seem to be very comfortable going outside the tag ranks and getting into the singles ranks, and Seth Woods is certainly one of those. He's piled up 7 singles matches in GAW this season, including 2 separate challenges for the Raw title, one of them in a 3-way dance with Mexican Shia, and one of them in a straight singles match with Midnight, both of which obviously he was unsuccessful. But certainly, given the fact that the Woods Club with a 2-6 record as a team have not achieved the level of success that they would have hoped for, Seth Woods as a singles wrestler has achieved some amount of success, at least challenging for that title, you know, any given Sunday. So any given match, he could go up and potentially have beaten Midnight for that Raw title. So Seth Woods continuing his run in the singles ranks. It's another tough match for him today as he goes up against a man with a lot of momentum, a man looking to stamp his name in the upper echelons of the GAW singles division.
First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, no team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this.
We saw Xavier Cross this past Monday on Storm Chaser when he went up against the protege Igris. Cross beat him with the always dangerous Kronwald Hawkslayer. For my money, one of the most dangerous, maybe the most dangerous submission in GAW right now. The trick for the Kronwald Hawkslayer is, can he lock it in? It takes a lot of effort, it takes a good setup, and obviously everyone is scouting for that. That is Cross's most dangerous weapon. So everyone is scouting for it, everyone knows what's coming. So the challenge for Xavier Cross is whether or not he can get that locked in. If he can, it is pretty much curtains for anyone unlucky enough to be in his clutches. We'll see if Seth Woods can avoid it today. And that's going to be the name of the game here for the member of Woods Club, staying away from Xavier Cross's Hawkslayer. One of the best names of any move in GAW, by the way. We recently had a poll about it over on our Discord, and most of our members agreed that the Kronwald Hawkslayer is as good a name as you can get for any move in general admission wrestling. If you want to join the Discord, by the way, the link is on our website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. You can join and participate in those polls. Come have fun. Oh, Xavier Cross, he's got a lot of power that you would not expect. You know, he's certainly giving up a lot of size to Seth Woods. But that background as a hockey player, he's got a lot of power in the upper body, a lot of power in the lower body as well. And Seth Woods trying to keep away from Xavier Cross, and Cross not going to let him. Going for the boot, and Seth Woods with a spinning heel kick to the back of the head. Woods just trying to stay out of the attack pattern of Xavier Cross here. Cross back into the ring, and Seth Woods knew that he had the speed advantage. Woods going for a teardrop suplex, and Xavier Cross turning it around in midair. Xavier Cross letting loose with those boots to Seth Woods. That teardrop suplex didn't work. Cross turns him around, and Cross into a rear naked choke. He took him down, and he's got the crisscross around the waist. Xavier Cross has that locked in deep. The rear naked choke, not quite as dangerous as the Hawk Slayer, but still always dangerous nonetheless. Cross decides to let it go. Now we've seen this before. Is it possibly going to hurt him to make that decision? Boot to the gut, caught, and another spinning heel kick to the back of the neck from Woods. That decision might go on to hurt him. Xavier Cross catches that boot and a massive lariat from the former pro hockey player. Irish whip pin, oh. Big time, and Xavier Cross firing away with the rights. We know Cross is an exceptional brawler, but what he brings to the table that most brawlers don't is his incredible submission sense, and now he's added even a gator roll into his arsenal. We saw him use this against Igris as well. I guess that's the story of Xavier Cross in GAW so far. In his short GAW career, Cross has been willing to change his game, willing to shake things up. This is his 11th match in general admission wrestling. And each time, Xavier Cross has been willing to change things about his game, to try to improve. That's certainly what he's done coming into this one. Woods with a spinning heel kick. Cross caught him in a power bomb. Seth Woods has used that spinning heel kick to great effect in the past, and Woods comes back with the right hand, shaking off Cross, and a brain buster. Cross is an unconventional brawler because of his ability in the submission game, as we know. Seth Woods lets loose with one hand, and Woods with a face breaker. Seth Woods, nice combination there to put Cross in trouble, and Xavier Cross kicks out. Cross having a fight from underneath, but a headbutt there. Not something we usually see from Cross. Turns him around with the big right, and Xavier Cross once again takes him down. Rear naked choke in from Xavier Cross. Seth Woods trying to fight out of it as best he can, but he cannot. Seth Woods taps out, and Xavier Cross forces yet another man to tap out. This time he didn't even need the Cornwall Hawk Slayer. Xavier Cross, as I said, unconventional brawler. So this time using the rear naked choke. And Seth Woods, for a chunk of this match, you thought maybe he had the momentum. Look at that. That was a massive face breaker, and that was the closest Seth Woods really came to ending this match, but he couldn't get the spinning heel kick. And Xavier Cross, too many submissions, too much work done on the head and neck of Seth Woods. Xavier Cross, he's got 2 straight wins. He's on a little bit of a roll here, folks. It's always a good time to see British Strong Style. Now, they have been serving a lot of time over in the British wrestling scene. These two are, for my money, the 2 most recognizable British wrestlers in the world right now. At one time, you would say that it was Will Ospreay, given what he did here in GAW, but I really think, given the body of work and given how much time they spend over in England across the pond, that these two really define British wrestling in a lot of ways. Certainly when it comes to your traditional British catch wrestling, that style, I certainly think that these two define that in a lot of ways. Most specifically, Pete Dunne, in my opinion, is in many ways the evolution of British catch wrestling, and that is really what they've been doing over the last year or so. It's why they haven't spent so much time in GAW. in Season 2. British Strong Style as a team, only with 5 matches in Season 2. This will be their 6th. They only had 5 matches in Season 1 as well. So just not a ton of time spent over here at British Strong Style. Maybe that'll help him really get focused. At one time, the future of the B team was in serious question. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Well, they've showed up here in GAW and somehow a 2-2 record for them. Very interesting run for Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel since coming here to General Admission Wrestling. But you got to respect them that somehow they've come in here and really excelled. They've really found their groove, and they made waves by beating the Gorillas of Destiny. That is, again, not something that I would have ever expected that I would say for any reason, but here we are, and now they got a good chance here against British Strong Style. Tyler Bate to start for the Brits. Bo Dallas in for B team, and immediately Bate goes underneath the big lariat from Dallas. Dunn and Bate, I think, have learned a lot from going over to England, but they haven't actually teamed together all that much. Tyler Bate has teamed with his old tag partner in Trent Seven, and actually those two have had tons of success everywhere they've been, including GAW. Pete Dunne, obviously a former tag champion in General Admission Wrestling as well. Irish whip off, drop toe hold, and Axel drops the elbow on the lower back. That's a good target for someone like Tyler Bate, who's so strong, so active. Curtis Axel with a big left hand lariat, and he didn't see Tyler Bate get up behind him. So now Axel could find himself in trouble in the corner. Tag in, here comes Pete Dunne. Not someone that you want to be on the wrong side of, and right now Curtis Axel very much is, as British Strong Style teeing off on the torso of Curtis Axel. Lots of teamwork here between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. That's something that they've struggled with as a team in GAW. They haven't really, I don't want to say they haven't gelled, because they have. I think it's just all about getting that flow and making sure that, yes, they are getting in enough double team moves, keeping things fresh, frequent tags. We know that that's what leads to success. We see the Usos doing it all the time. We see TMDK becoming fantastic at that side of tag wrestling, and that's part of the reason why TMDK got so good and challenged for the tag titles multiple times. Pete Dunne trying to crawl all the way into his corner, and Curtis Axel's gonna let him, calling for Tyler Bate to come into this match, and now he's gonna regret it as Tyler Bate, big drop kick. Oh, what a right hand. Curtis Axel shot backwards off that right, but Irish whip in. Bo Dallas turns him around. Oh, Tyler Bate unloads the right hand to Bo Dallas, and Tyler Bate now. Tyler Bate's got to be feeling good, but an Irish whip into the corner. Pete Dunne not there. Instead, Bate comes in with the uppercut into the corner. Curtis Axel finds himself in trouble, courtesy of Tyler Bate, but he kick out. Now Axel working 2-on-1. No, Bo Dallas returns to ringside after Tyler Bate dropped him with that big right hand, and now Axel, snapmare. Axel with a neck breaker. Snap neck breaker from Curtis Axel. Of course, the son of the late Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, and Axel in some ways embodies some of those traits. He is very smooth when he moves, and a nice drop kick there. So you can see some of those traits. And the B team, as I said, have been surprisingly good since coming to GAW. Again, another snap neck breaker. Curtis Axel into the cover off that one. Tyler Bate in trouble, and Pete Dunne couldn't get to him. Curtis Axel with a snap neck breaker. And B Team once again has themselves a tag victory. As surprising as it may be, B Team, of all the teams in GAW, are over 500 and pick up another win over an established tag team in British Strong Style. This was the opportunity for British Strong Style to get to that 500 plateau. Instead, B Team gets another win. I am very surprised by how good B Team has been since coming to General Admission Wrestling, but you can't argue with the results. Coming up next, another British wrestling standout, Pac, is in action. Sin Cara's been spending a lot of time in his native Mexico, fighting most notably for AAA. So he's been excellent over there. It means that his service time in GAW certainly not as much as what we have seen from him before. A man who at one point challenged for the Cruiserweight title here in GAW, now just trying to get back to those heights again. And this might be the man to do it against. The Bastard Pac, former Cruiserweight champion, former world champion in GAW. Talk about trying to return to certain heights. Pac trying to return to those heights. He is just an Intercontinental title short of the GAW Triple Crown, or a GAW Triple Crown. Of course, there are two different combinations that are possible, but this one would be a special one for Pac if he is able to win that Intercontinental title, because he would be among the very, very few to have won all the singles titles in General Admission Wrestling. Not only that, the winner of the first ever Challenger briefcase. So Pac has put together quite a phenomenal career for himself in General Admission Wrestling. It's just that unfortunately for the Bastard, over the last couple of years, he has not really been given the recognition that he feels like he deserves. And if there's one thing Pac doesn't need, it is more anger to fuel the tank. Sin Cara with a drop kick, caught Pac running in. Yeah, if there's one thing that I don't think anyone wanted, it's a more angry and a more motivated Pac at this point in his career after what he's done. Sin Cara up to the top as Pac tries to roll away. Instead, he'll get the knees up as Sin Cara went for a moonsault. Sin Cara trying to go for the high-flying stuff early. It's a good strategy. You cannot stick and move with Pac. He is too powerful. Rolling soul button. Pac with a basement dropkick slides in, and Sin Cara rolls out of the ring to try to get away from the offensive onslaught of the Bastard. Pac taunts him as he gets back in, and Sin Cara with another drop kick. You can see how athletic Sin Cara is, and again, going up top, looking for high impact, high risk, high reward. Sin Cara with a Phoenix Splash. Sin Cara, that time he was rewarded, but only with a 2 count. You gotta stay away from Pac, as we know. We know what he's capable of. Backdrop suplex countered by Sin Cara, but Pac, swift kick right into the abdomen. Pac's 3-4 record in season 1 certainly left him wanting more from GAW. Now, Pac did spend some time in Dragon Gate during season 1 as well, so he was not a full-time competitor here in GAW, but his 4-6 record here in season 2, already 10 matches, that is not something that he wanted to see from himself at this point. 4-6, he knows that he could be better. I think we all know that he could be better. Former Cruiserweight and World Champion. Sin Cara into the corner. Pac caught him coming in with that left leg, and now Irish Whip. Pac gets him into the corner. We've seen a lot of work in these corners from both men, and Pac has him up top. Pac now, we've seen him as of late use a devastating superplex, and it looks like he might be going back to the well again. Pac from the very top rope with a superplex. That has been deadly for him we've seen over the last couple months for Pac in GAW. In fact, we saw him use it twice against Matt Riddle in a match that I really felt like Riddle had the advantage for a lot of that time. Pac fighting from the top wrist lock. What an uppercut. One of the greats of British wrestling, Pac, although he didn't spend a whole lot of time there. You know, he's one of those guys that left the British scene and has traveled all over the globe, and now Pac up into the corner has Sin Cara. Pac, well, he's used the superplex into the ring, but Pac is gonna superplex to the outside. He's used that in the ring on a number of different occasions, but on this occasion he decided, you know what? We're going all the way here. Sin Cara into the ring, and Sin Cara into a bad position as he tried to get right in Pac's face. And Pac says, nope, your arm is mine on that one. Again into the corner goes Sin Cara. Pac has been making such heavy use of that superplex. It's really amazing. Sin Cara with a knife edge chop. Pac shakes it off, but Sin Cara rolls him up. Sin Cara looking to steal it. No, Pac kicks out. And now Pac, oh, he rolled back in. Pac trying to steal one for himself, lying down on it. Sin Cara able to power his way out. Pac up to the top he goes. Sin Cara's in the drop zone. Pac with a black arrow. Sin Cara got the knees up. We actually haven't seen Pac go to the well with the black arrow that much, but now up onto the shoulder, Sin Cara with the Michinoku driver. Sin Cara going for a cartwheel Pele kick, but Pac, he's too quick for that. Any kind of setup where you need that much time, Pac just moves too fast. Oh, the black arrow did not work for the bastard, so instead, oh, going up top, looking for a standing, leaping Hurricane Rana, but Sin Cara just swatted him right out of the air, and now Sin Cara gets him up. Sin Cara with a street cutter onto Pac. Halfway through this match, Sin Cara has held his own against the former world champion, but will that continue? Pac able to use his quickness, gets out of the way of Sin Cara's offense, and now Sin Cara rolls him back through. Sin Cara, oh, deadlift driver. Sin Cara bridges with the leg, but Pac able to kick out. Sin Cara did a great job to lift Pac up to his feet, and now up onto the shoulders again. Pac gets out of the way of that one. Basement drop kick. Sin Cara says no, not today. And Sin Cara once again up onto the shoulder. Sin Cara with a second street cutter. So Sin Cara, we are seeing him really dial up the pressure here onto Pac. He is not letting Pac get away from this offense. Again with the Pele kick, and Pac once again rolls out of the way. This is Pac at full force, and this is what he did against Matt Riddle as well. That he just played rope-a-dope with him, and now Pac, onto a grounded Sin Cara. Pac has the brutalizer locked in. Sin Cara trying to roll it over onto his back. He can't do it, and Sin Cara is out. Sin Cara is out. Pac has put another man to sleep with the brutalizer. All match, Pac using superplexes, using roll-ups, trying to use the black arrow, and yet that brutalizer, and we talked about it earlier with the Kronwald Hawkslayer with Xavier Cross. Well, in my opinion, the brutalizer is the Storm version of the Hawkslayer. Once it gets locked in, I think you are done. And Pac just proving that once again. A one-and-done brutalizer, and Pac has another win. Speaking of dangerous submissions, Christine Buckley's buckshot has been one of the most dangerous submissions in the GAW Academy. Buckley fights up next. Christine Buckley was away from the academy for a little bit. She was actually over in 2KCW up in New York, competing in their Girls Grand Prix, where she went toe-to-toe and blow for blow with Candice LeRae, one of the great women's wrestlers in the country today. Buckley came up short in her challenge of that indie legend, but I think she learned a lot from the experience, and it means that she is back with a renewed sense of motivation. We already know how good she is. We know that she's been performing at a very high level, especially here in Atlanta, and she will get to show that in a rematch today against the last woman to beat her. That, of course, being Katana. Back in July, Katana beat Buckley right here in Atlanta. So now Christine Buckley, with the experience of the Girls Grand Prix, with the experience of fighting someone like LeRae, is going to go up against a woman that got the better of her in their first meeting. Katana is deceptively dangerous. No, she's quiet. Not a lot is known about her, but she has a pedigree here in GAW, a pedigree in the GAW Academy, and of course a terrific terrific martial artist, I should say. A third-degree black belt in karate. And I've been told that she is going for her fourth-degree black belt here pretty soon. So you are looking at one of the great martial artists in general admission wrestling. Not that Christine Buckley really cares very much about that, I think. Buckley, we can see the strength and obviously the buckshot, the armbar that she learned from Becky Lynch. Look at this, Katana. Oh, Katana thought she could go for another Frankensteiner, and Christine Buckley drops her in the electric chair, and now Buckley using that strength for a vertical suplex. Trained by the great Becky Lynch. Buckley just trying to cut her teeth here, and she's certainly doing that. She has looked so good, but Katana hangs her up on the top rope. Katana, with the experience, comes down with the elbow drop. And we know how good Katana has looked, shockingly so, with wins over Buckley and Caitlin Dunlap. Now, Katana has shocked a lot of people, I think. So Buckley, she's going to have to use that power advantage, and she's good at it. Buckley, she's using it right there. We know how good the buckshot is, but of course, Buckley has also used a dangerous exploder suplex in her arsenal. Probably the best exploder suplex in the academy for my money. I mean, she just launches opponents after that one. Irish whip off the ropes. Buckley with a nice drop kick there. And Buckley, we might be seeing her use it again. No. Katana got up over the shoulder on the exploder attempt. So Christine Buckley back to the drawing board she goes. Buckley, oh, drop kick out of the ring. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before, as Buckley used the bottom rope as a springboard, but Katana with a side Russian leg sweep. Now you can hear there's no real animosity for Katana, but the fans certainly love Christine Buckley. She's become a regular here on Dark, and you know, she's gotten better. Buckley's 3-6 record. Well, certainly nothing to scoff at, but Katana gets her up on the top rope. Katana from behind. Katana with a spider suplex. We've seen her use that before, and now Christine Buckley, she's gonna get tested here by Katana, and she kicks out at 2. I think that's good for Buckley, to be honest. That early test to make sure that she's in this thing. Again, she learned a lot from competing in the Girls Grand Prix in New York. Let's see if she can use that to help her out. Up onto the shoulder, Katana shakes her off. Irish whip into the corner. Much like Pac, Katana making heavy use of the corners here against Christine Buckley. We saw the spider suplex earlier. Maybe Katana could be looking for another one. Christine Buckley once again back to the ring, but Buckley, well done. Sharp elbow, educated elbow, missile drop kick. That's Christine Buckley learning during the course of a match, something that we haven't always seen from her. An exploder suplex, bounced Katana off the bottom rope, and now Christine Buckley covers the arms of Katana, but Katana kicks out at 2. Buckley can't believe it. That exploder suplex, how good was that? Buckley with a leg drop. And now Buckley again with a reverse leg drop. Right on the throat of Katana. Trying to pile on the pressure here is Christine Buckley. Buckley with a single arm takedown. Buckley sits down, buckshot applied. The buckshot is how she moved on in the Girls Grand Prix, and Katana just trying to work her way out of it. She's been in there a long time, and she does slide her left arm out of range of Christine Buckley, but now Buckley gonna go right back to the well with another suplex. How big a part of her offense has that become? And now Buckley may be looking for another exploder, trying to launch Katana the entire distance of the ring. She bounced Katana's head off the bottom rope with the exploder the first time, and now Katana maybe looking for a dangerous suplex of her own. Christine Buckley up on the top rope, and again, Buckley will not allow Katana to get that spider suplex in, and a missile drop kick from Christine Buckley. As we near the 5-minute mark in this match, Christine Buckley, exploder, no, Katana turns it into a small package, but Buckley able to kick out. That's how Katana beat her the first time. That small package, and now Katana, Mahi Stroll, Katana looking to steal one from Buckley, and again, a kick out at 1 from Christine Buckley, and now another slam with the arm of Buckley trapped underneath. Arm of Katana, rather. Christine Buckley knows she's got to do damage to the arms of Katana if the buckshot is going to be effective. Nice drop kick from Buckley. I think we got a match of the night contender here, folks. You can see how much Christine Buckley has improved over on the website. General Admission, oh, nice. Targeting the arm once again. Over on the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com, we crown our performance of the night every episode of Dark. I think it may very well go to Christine Buckley if she's able to lock things up here. Buckley, another exploder, another counter by Katana, another small package. Katana, no. Buckley is not having any of that. Katana once again brings her down. Another Mahi Stroll, another attempt at stealing the match here. 2 count, and Buckley kicks out. I think Katana knows how dangerous Buckley can be, and now Buckley again with that arm. Buckley targeting both arms, and now onto the ground, Buckley into a single leg camel clutch, wrenching back on the neck of Katana. Buckley is attacking the head, neck, back, and arms of the Japanese sword, but Katana still in this match. Buckley caught her coming in, and Buckley once again using that strength with a face buster. Wow, Christine Buckley, she has performed at such a high level here today. 7 minutes gone in this match, and Katana, any moment, she knows that she might be able to end things here. She's got the arm, maybe looking for the Japanese sword, but Christine Buckley, too strong. Buckley, snap suplex, rolls over. Buckley, oh, into the buckshot. What an incredible transition, and Katana has to tap out. I have never seen Buckley do that before. Snap suplex and rolls over into the buckshot. What an incredible display of offense from Christine Buckley. Innovative and dangerous in equal measure is Christine Buckley out of Ireland, and she's making Becky Lynch proud today. Christine Buckley wanted this match. She wanted redemption against Katana for that win a couple months ago, and Christine Buckley has walked in here and gotten it. Is Buckley a changed woman after the Girls Grand Prix? Are we seeing a new, more dangerous version of Christine Buckley? In my opinion, there's every reason to believe that we are. Main event coming up next. You know, our main event in a lot of ways really embodies what GAW Dark is all about. It's about raising your stature, it's about getting reps, it's about putting yourself in front of as many eyes as possible, and both of our fighters in the main event have certainly done that. Max Ultimate, in my opinion, is just a few months ahead of Chandler Marcy, but Marcy has put himself in front of eyes. We know how good he is, we know what he's capable of. So I think the only difference between Marcy and Ultimate is time. Marcy with a 1-6 record, Max Ultimate with a 9-5 record. So you really are just talking about the amount of time it takes to improve. You know, Ultimate's had more than twice the number of matches that Marcy has. So it's all about how do you get better, how much time do you need to get better. And Marcy, he may be new to professional wrestling, but you can see the talent just oozing out of him. You know how good he is. So this is probably his biggest opportunity on Dark in the main event, going up against a man who really made his name right here in Atlanta and became a fan favorite, and now might have his sights set on an Academy championship. This is a great opportunity here for Max Ultimate, because even though, as I said, the moment is big for Chandler Marcy, let's not forget, Max Ultimate can put himself in a rarefied air if he is to win here. It would be his 10th win in GAW, and in the Academy, only Lars Nightfall, Derek Cole, and Midnight have more than 10 wins. Even Academy champion Kurt Andrews and the dangerous undefeated Santanico only have 9. So you're talking about a big time pedigree for Max Ultimate. Let's see if he can get it done here against Chandler Marcy. Immediately, Ultimate comes out with a huge drop kick. Obviously, Ultimate giving up a whole lot of size here against Chandler Marcy, and Marcy not going to let him have that one at all as Ultimate goes into the corner looking for that handspring back elbow, something that he's made great use out of in the past with Chandler Marcy. He's got to use his strength here against Ultimate. Chandler Marcy, of course, we saw him recently almost take a win away from Marco Diaz. The Marcy bomb almost ended the day for the Puerto Rican Nightmare. Diaz came out on top in that one, but certainly Chandler Marcy turned a lot of heads with how good he can be and what his ability really is. And I'm sure he'll do it again here with Max Ultimate. This is the time to prove yourself. Ultimate with a big lariat. You see, he needed to roll through. That's how much strength you need to put the 250-pound Chandler Marcy down. Into the corner. Again, we've seen a lot of people really use this corner to great effect. Ultimate with a springboard kick. That was too quick. Marcy couldn't even get a left hand up to defend himself. So Max Ultimate, I think the biggest thing about Ultimate, one of the biggest parts that he's added to his game since coming to GAW is how varied he is, how many different things he can use to get wins. We've seen them all. And now we might see another one of them as Max Ultimate looking for max damage here, but Chandler Marcy came down on the eyes of Max Ultimate, raked the eyes. And now Marcy just tosses him up into the air. Incredible strength from Chandler Marcy. 2 minutes gone. Max Ultimate almost ended this thing in those 2 minutes. And again, Chandler Marcy just tosses him right up into the air. Marcy has the leg hook. Marcy with a fisherman's brain buster. No protection on that one. Max Ultimate came right down on the skull, but Ultimate rolls back through. Ultimate with a head scissors. Look at what Max Ultimate is able to do here. Look at the incredible athleticism that he possesses. And now 2 big lariats from Ultimate and a drop kick. Ultimate's given up about 75 pounds to Chandler Marcy here. Ultimate weighed in at 180 coming into this. He is lean, he is fast. Chandler Marcy at 250. Ultimate caught him coming in. Butterfly suplex. We've seen that get wins for Max Ultimate before, and now Ultimate, he's got something to prove. He said he's coming for the Academy title, so he's got something to prove right now as Chandler Marcy up to his feet. Ultimate with a seated senton. Max Ultimate trying to prove to everyone that he is on a world title level. Marcy able to stay away as Ultimate tried to get him on his shoulder for the max damage, but instead, handspring elbow into the corner. Max Ultimate, he's got Chandler Marcy in trouble, and a kick out from Marcy. The product of Second City Wrestling, former college football standout as a linebacker, and you can see that in every ounce of his build, but Ultimate again with a butterfly suplex. Man, he just drives you down on that one, doesn't he? But Chandler Marcy able to counter with a backdrop. And now Ultimate just pulls himself to his feet in the corner. Chandler Marcy knows that he's got an advantage here on this one. Up to the top, Marcy unloads with a right. And now Marcy, I think you might have been watching Pac's match earlier as Chandler Marcy, this is the way to equalize superplex. Chandler Marcy drives Max Ultimate into the ground. That is a long fall, and Ultimate does not have a lot of muscle. I should say, he just doesn't have a lot of anything to protect himself there. As I said, he keeps himself as lean as possible at 180 pounds. And now, Max Ultimate could be in a bad situation here as Chandler Marcy rolls him over. Cover here from Marcy and a kick out. 5 minutes gone in this match as Chandler Marcy has equalized, and now he's got the advantage. Oh, Max Ultimate! Uranagi out of the corner. It's very few men that can do something like that to Chandler Marcy, and now Max Ultimate up onto the shoulders. Max damage. Holy cow, Max Ultimate leg hooked, and the native of Boston, what a win. What a performance. Max Ultimate, wow, I thought he was gone. I really thought it was curtains for Max Ultimate here as Chandler Marcy hit him with a superplex to the outside. But Max Ultimate with a Uranagi out of the corner. Here's another look at the superplex. Incredible camera work. Max Ultimate, a Uranagi out of the corner into a max damage, and Max Ultimate grabs another huge win. Congratulations to him. That Academy title may not be too far out of sight for Max Ultimate. Folks, thank you for joining us here on Dark. We will see you on Friday for Friday Night Storm. We really appreciate you.